Hello, welcome to a let's try of a game called Unnamed Space Idle. Apparently, it's an incremental idle game that is space-based, so it's free to play. I just thought it came up in my queue and give it a shot, see what it's like. So I know nothing about this game, haven't played it, not sponsored, all that good stuff. So greetings, Captain. It's been 10,485 years since you were stored. You have been inserted into a biosleeve. Biosleeve, huh? Its time has finally come to attempt to push back the enemy. We will face an endless assault, but we must persevere. Our first goal is to push in enemy controlled areas as far as possible to get better data. Okay. Pause by default. Change that in the setting. You can upgrade with salvage. So move forward by clicking the up arrow. So it looks like this is the sector and where we need to go. These are the enemies. I presume if we die, something will happen as a result of that. Or at least like something dropped there. I mean, so far we're doing okay. In addition to upgrading your cores, we can improve other things with computation power. Click the compute tab. Improve some systems by devoting computer resources in the compute section. Okay. So this is where you upgrade the various things. Okay. Salvage can be used to improve performance. That seems like a temporary boost. Let's put that into put all the power in there. See what we end up getting out of that. What did that give us? All right, emergency retreat. So when we lose, we emergency retreat. Got it. All right, so this is leveling up well, not automatically, but as we go along here. So we have 66 of these. We're getting 1.1 per second. Let's go ahead and increase the damage of our laser cannon. And let's increase the generation of our shields. I feel like that's probably a good way to go. Okay, so those are clickable, so kind of cookie clicker like. I want to get this because this boosts our laser damage. Oh. Okay. Boost the fire rate. Didn't mean to click that, but nice to know we have that. Cooldown 45 seconds, so every 45 seconds we can use that again. Well, might as well max out our shields. Damage meter. So that's just our like DPS meter. We can see how good or how bad we're doing. All right, this is shield boost. Can we increase the speed? We can maybe. Pick them up to boost most non-combat systems. Okay, so that's this guy. Can I not pick it up? Like, what was that? I don't really know. All right, let's go to compute. Did we get any more power? No. Oh, so that's just the amount we have available. And then eventually we can move on to these other things. Got it. So this just perpetually works. I imagine moving on to the next level, things will get harder, but also we'll get more rewards. What's this do? I assume we use it at some point in the future. All right, let's go ahead and boost our weapons and our shields. We can move on to the next phase. There we go. Synth setup. Okay, so that's something else. Synthing will allow us to create various materials that we can then use to create modules that improve the ship. More proficient. You will get 1 synth point per level. Okay, modules can be turned on and off. So this is where we see what modules we can get, and we can only activate so many at a time. Okay, so we need circuitry, boosters, circuitry, and focusers. It looks like we got some extra weapon power there. I never did start this, so let's where do I find circuitry? All right, apparently we're gonna start that. So how do I start it? So what materials do I need, and how do I get the materials? All right, this part is a little confusing to me. If the recipe's been selected, on-off switch to get started crafting. Okay, it's on, but it's out of materials. Okay, so how do I get the materials? Oh, AI points 10. So what do I do with that? Go to the AI tab. Generate from achievements. You can spend AI points. Quality of life upgrades. I like that. Okay, don't have to spend points. I just get these automatically. Okay, these unlock 10 points. I don't think does much of anything. Adds a button for auto advancing in the movement. Yeah, I think we do that. Rearrange tabs, auto navigate, load out. All right, I don't really know what to do with that necessarily, but let's go ahead and upgrade our weapons and all that good stuff. We're getting really close to the next tier of weapons. Now we just need to figure out how we find the gear. And so I could use this for computation power, apparently. Okay, we got the weapon unlocked. We headed backwards again? Looks like we just backslid a little bit, not all the way. But we're gonna do a shield boost just to get a little deeper in there. How have we not destroyed these guys yet? That doesn't refresh while you're on it. You gotta mouse off of it and mouse back on it. All right, one more click on this and we reach the next tier of shields. Does this boost like meaningfully doing anything? Yes, we are gaining shield points. It just takes time. All right, there we go. +5 to the shields. All right, so I went under synth again and I went to craft and I have to craft these first, apparently. Then I can go in and craft these. So kind of screwed up on that and thought I needed a little something different. All right, this does seem to consume some of this material, which is fine. 50 each time. Right, focusers take a bunch of this, so I just need to craft a lot of this for a while. The good news is we're getting XP every time we craft it, so it looks like reduced cost, it goes faster, next level, then it costs less resources, so it just gets better and better and better. Oh, getting close to that boss threat. All right, we might as well get this focuser out of the way. That will give us double damage. And then we can get max shields doubled. Those would both be pretty massive upgrades. All right, we turned on the void power and we have this burning. Although one shot we were taken out, so never mind. Does this use something to be on, or we just can have up to a certain amount enabled? All right, it might be a little bit before we're able to actually get past this second boss, because man, it is pretty brutal. All right, so we need 3 more circuits and 1 booster. Ah, we knocked out its shields. That's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. All right, we're going to need 20 to get the booster, and that'll let us activate that second module. Let's go ahead and do this, because we got the void energy boost as well. There we go. All right, the V device. What exactly does this do? Void shards? All right, resonance determines the power, so it's another incremental component. Nice. All right, this is still churning along. We can get more compute power here. Did we just shove them in here? Increases compute speed and max damage and shields. Nice. So compute speed's even faster. All right, we have enough of the synth here, so we can go ahead and get this upgrade going. Two synth points. All right, looks like the cheapest thing is 5. All right, well, hopefully we can at least get this started. Double shield should be fairly significant. Seems to be where we're falling behind the most. All right, I don't. Yep, double. There we go. Limited number can be. All right, active 2 out of 3, so we can actually get 1 more. New shards. All right, looks like we can add it to that and increase the resonance. All right, synthing, we got to switch this back to this guy, which is going faster and faster, and it's got a reduced cost now. Wow, these guys take a lot of hits. I mean, we might as well pop these bonuses. It's not going to hurt anything. All right, we got more AI points. Let's see what we got here. Nothing in the immediate future. Oh, there we go. We got another shield boost. All right, we just hit level 5 on the synth creation here, so that should speed up this process in general. We did get 5 Sith points, so I could do something here. I feel like compute starter, so compute power, this perpetually increases shields and damage. So it's probably worth doing this. Does that just flat increase my power? A little nebulous on how exactly that works, but it did say compute power times 1.5. So I got to imagine somewhere in here. Oh, maybe it was like 1.5 of my maximum. Yeah, okay. So it just gave me raw extra compute power, which is just going to slow the upgrade over time. All right, let's go ahead and switch this to something else. We know we need circuitry for both of these to upgrade. And then we also need boosters. All right, we finally broke into the big numbers here. All right, let's switch to this. See if we can get 2 of these crafted. Well, the 3 would... Well, 3 just reduces the speed. It doesn't... So let's go ahead and click on that. All right, no need to click on the shield because we're not losing enough shields. Hopefully we can keep progressing forward. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. We made a couple upgrades here. We got multiple paths here now, which is great. All right, this shard resource got maxed out. That is 2.25% shields. So we got the scaling going. I'm curious to see how this happens over time, like what this ends up looking like. So I'm gonna let this run for a while, and then we'll revisit this game later. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.